For Manchester City and Arsenal to win the EPL, this must happen. For City to win the league and Arsenal to win the league, this must happen. After Manchester City won yesterday against Arsenal. So, we have like 6 games remaining for Manchester City and 5 for Arsenal. As you see here, Arsenal is leading with 70 points, while Manchester City is number 2 with 67. But as you see, Arsenal has played more games than Manchester City. So this means that for Arsenal to win the league and for Manchester City also to win the league, each team must win each and every of remaining games. If Manchester City wins all its games, it will have 85 points. If Arsenal wins each and of remaining games, it will also have 85 points, meaning they will tie at 85 points. Now what will matter is who will have more goals. So I want us to see kind of teams Manchester City are remaining with. So we see, will they really win all of them or not? So Manchester City, next, they are facing Burnley. Here, they are facing Burnley. Burnley will be at home. So Manchester City must win this. Not just winning, with many goals if they want to be safe. So that's the next game. Then the next game will be against Everton. Everton. It will be in 14 days time. Remember, Everton will be at home. Everton is not an easy game. So Manchester City must make sure that they play their cards very well, or else this will be like a draw. It can be a draw. But we know Manchester City are always good when it comes to such like moments. Then the next game after Everton, Manchester City will face Brentford. They will be at home. Then after there, Manchester City will face Crystal Palace. This is their game at hand. They will face Crystal Palace at home. Then the last game, Manchester City will be at home versus Aston Villa. You know very well how Aston Villa plays. So if Aston Villa will be fighting for top 4, it will be a hard game. But if they will be in top 4 already, Manchester City might win easily. But there's a game that I've forgotten here, Bournemouth. Remember, Bournemouth is unbeaten till today. So we don't know what will happen before the day. If Bournemouth will be still unbeaten when they meet Manchester City, it will be very hard for Manchester City to win against Bournemouth. So that is basically Manchester City's fixture before the end of the season. Now we come to Arsenal. This is Arsenal. Arsenal now, they are remaining with 5 games of Premier League. Arsenal will face Newcastle next at home. You know how Newcastle is playing nowadays. On, off, on, off. So Arsenal must also make sure that they win. Then Arsenal will welcome Fulham at home. This is a London derby. Arsenal will welcome Fulham at home. Here, London derby. Then also Arsenal will visit West Ham in 20 days' time. Arsenal will visit West Ham in 20 days' time. Then Arsenal will welcome Burnley at Emirates. Then the last day, they will visit Crystal Palace. You have seen very well all of these fixtures. for Manchester City and Arsenal to win this league, because any can win. As for now, we can't say maybe Manchester City or Arsenal. If everyone wins each of his remaining games, goal difference will determine a lot. So we know very well Manchester City are good at scoring, they can score. So it is up to Arsenal. Which team will win its of remaining games? Will Manchester City manage to win all those 6? Will Arsenal win all those 5? Will Arsenal sleep somewhere? Will Manchester City sleep somewhere and let it go? Let us see. It is now interesting. It is going down. Subscribe for more videos.